this week's video. So on this week's video, we are going to first be going to Chattanooga, Tennessee to visit a couple of thrift stores. I was working there and was able to check out some thrift stores. I'll show you some things I found there. And also, I'm going to be showing you my biggest flip today. So I've been doing this about 7 months now, and I'm going to show you how I turned $3.99 into $189. So let's get started and head to Chattanooga.
So you guys know that I like to hide little Jesuses at the schools that I work at, and this time I decided to hide a few of them outside.
So I am currently going into Bethel Thrift Store in Chattanooga. So let's go in and see what kind of finds they have.
So this store had a good variety of things. They were a little more pricey than I like to purchase things to resell, but they did have a good selection. And if you were just going in to buy things for personal use, they had very fair prices. Now I have had a few of you ask about, how do you know how much to spend in order to flip things to make a profit? And I'm actually going to do my next video all about exactly what to do. So it's going to be kind of like a teaching video for anyone who is interested in getting started to thrift for a profit. Let me ask you a question. When you are out shopping or thrifting, what is your favorite thing to thrift for?
Go into America's Thrift Stores. I think this is more like a chain, kind of like Goodwill. The last one I was in was great if you were buying for yourself. They had good prices, but if you're buying to resell, they weren't priced the great. So let's go in here and see if we can get some finds in here. So looks like they have like pink 30% off and green 50% off today. So let's go see what we can find. So it looks like they have their shoes sorted by type and by size, which I really, really like. I like the way that they have sorted their shoes. And the prices that I've looked at so far are actually really reasonable. So several rows of hard goods. Lots
lots of different things. I've been super impressed so far. So here's something that breaks my heart. When you find the perfect little bunny and it has a broke ear. This happens so often where I find precious bunnies and they have a broken ear. Alright, so now we're going to head into the Goodwill here, and this parking lot is full. So we will see what kind of goodies we have in here. From the looks of the parking lot, people like this Goodwill. So let's go in and check it out. So it looks like here they do 50% off. That's their tag. And they have a Monday Mania $1.29 orange tag. So quite a few hard goods. I've already picked up a few things. Oh, look at the pink bunny. Is this cute? Oh, this is a vase. Oh, super cute. That would be so cute for Easter. I've been looking for Valentine's stuff too. It's hard to find Valentine's decorations. There just aren't as many of those as the other holidays. But a good holiday aisle. Look at the Rudolph. Okay, so this is the next morning. I'm waiting to go in my school. I had planned to do the haul last night after I finished thrifting, but I'll be honest, I was too lazy to carry my stuff into my hotel room, so I figured I'd just do it this morning. So the first store I went to that I showed you guys, it was a great store, but like I mentioned earlier, it was more if you were just buying things for yourself. It wasn't really affordable enough to buy things to resell. But the next store that I went to, I got a couple of things. First of all, I got this vintage Fitz and Floyd ornament, and it has Santa Claus and a bunny. So I like that. I'd like that for myself, honestly. And I got a belt. This is a Vineyard Vines belt. Should resell well, and it was $2.99. And let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I did get this little it's like a Christmas Santa bell. Christmas Santa bell. I think he's super cute. A Christmas Santa bell. I don't think he's vintage, but he kind of has that vintage look to him, so I thought he was super cute. And then I also got something for myself. I've been looking for some more like holiday pictures, just pictures for the different seasons, and this was just the sweetest little Santa picture. And it is a picture of Santa Claus. This would be my Santa Claus. It's a picture of Santa Claus, and he's feeding a deer. There's a squirrel there. It is just so cute. It's nothing fancy. It looks like it's maybe something from a card or something that somebody's just put in a frame, but I just thought it was super sweet. And this was at that America's thrift stores, and they evidently have these several different places, and it was a good store. They had really good prices. It was super organized. It was probably more organized than even Goodwill, so I was really pleased with that. Now, my next stop was Goodwill, and I loved this. At first, when I saw it, I was not sure exactly what it was. It is like a little tree, and it's got this right here. I thought, is that a bird feeder? What is that? Well, when I looked it up, this is a jewelry hanger. Like a jewelry hanger. You hang your necklaces. You can put your rings and things. I love this. I'm going to list it because they resell for like $45, but I love this. I wouldn't be sad if it didn't sell because I would just keep it. But that's just the coolest thing. I was super impressed and pleased with that find.
And you guys, I've got some other things in here. Some of these are so cute. So I got these. These came out on a cart. So nobody had a chance to get these yet. They caught my eye. I had no idea what they were at first. But the first thing that caught my eye was this little guy. Because, of course, he's a squirrel. But look. It's like little squirrels. Little squirrels, but their tails, I think it's supposed to be like lettuce. So, I forget the brand of these. Let me take this off here. It is homegrown. And they're evidently these little figurines that they're made from like vegetables and things, but they're animals. They are so cute and they resell for a lot. So those are my squirrels, but it gets better. I found like a whole family of them. All right, let's see what's next. They wrapped all these up because they're glass or ceramic or something. They're not resin. Oh, skip, time out on the animals. This is another animal, but this isn't part of that family. This is a little vintage owl. I only paid $1.97 for this. One resold on Etsy for $75. They're vintage. And this is another one. He's super cute. I wouldn't mind keeping him for myself, but I will list him. So cute. Let's get back to the little vegetable animal family. So, let's see which one we open next. Oh my gracious. This is hilarious. I think it's supposed to be Tommy Toes. I think it's supposed to be Tommy Toes. Look! Look! It is like a little caterpillar. So that's the next family member. And let's see what we have next. Y'all, I can't even. Armadillo corn on the cob. Look at that. Look. Look. Okay. So the families continue. Hang on. Let me get my little tomatoes wrapped back up. Keep them safe. Got a couple more. Alright, let's see what we have next. I think this is the first one that caught my eye, and he is hilarious. Y'all. Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob. It's a hot dog. Corn on the cob. Look. Look. I'm telling you, I'm tempted to keep these, but I can't. I can't. If I keep everything I want, I'll officially become a hoarder. So I'm going to list these. I've got two more for you. This is... I can't even. I can't. It. Cauliflower sheep. Cauliflower sheep! Look. Look, look, look. I hope this makes you smile today. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'll probably have kids here in the parking lot seeing me talking to myself and think I'm crazy, and then I'll have them later in class and they'll really think I'm crazy. Okay. Last one. Last thing to make you smile today. Let's see. What is it? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Banana. It's like a banana octopus. Look, a banana octopus. Can you even? So, that was just the coolest little find at that Goodwill. They had some great deals. So, it was a good thrift day. A good thrift day. And all of these things that you saw will be posted in my eBay shop, so you can go check those out. Alright, so here is the thrift. I found this Jimmy Buffett throw. Let's see, I don't know if it will be in the entire frame. Here it is. And this is my biggest thrift to date. Like I said, paid $3.99 and just sold it for $189. So I am getting ready to pack this up and ship it on its way. So thank you guys so much for watching this video this week. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day that you're watching this, and I will see you next time.